Today we're going to be opening a 30 card submission that we just received back from PSA. On top of that, we're also going to be opening this mail day that went for a bit of a trip to someone else's place. So, I've got here, as you can see, a box, or two boxes, one and two. And inside we have slabs upon slabs upon slabs, straight from PSA, direct from them. I'm going to get them out and place them in front of me in a neat and safe fashion, like that. And we're going to get into this stack. I'm going to stack it up like this perfectly. And then we'll also get into my mail day, which is just two slabs for me. Alright, so the first card is going to be a... Ooh, here we go. This is a no symbol Kangaskhan. So when I was going through this person's collection with them, I noticed that this was a no symbol, so I said, you've got to grade it. Regardless of what grade it gets, it's still a rare card to find. So I'm going to say 6. 5. Not bad. Not bad at all. Very nice. Okay, so there you go. This is what I mean by blast from the past. They're all old cards. There's nothing here that is modern. We got a jungle Pikachu. Quite clean. 7? 7! There we go. And again, getting that nostalgic feel. I mean, that's pretty rough for a 7. I mean, there's a bit of a grind over here, which is a nice. But very nice cards. That is jungle again. Put that there. Alright, ooh. This one was a crimp error. I actually remember which card this is. Now, I don't know with PSA if you got to tell them it's a crimp error or if they just mark it as a crimp error. So we're about to find out. It is a Machamp. And you can see on the front there, just down there, there's a little crimp error, but they haven't mentioned it. It gets a 3. So I don't know what that means for value, but I assume it's probably worth a bit more than a normal regular. But obviously having that there gives it that very good grade of a 3. So interesting how that's half done, half not done. So there's that one from the base set Machamp. Next up we have a holo Magneton. Why are we getting all the holos out first? Base set. It is a 5. Very nice. It's always good to see some basic cards again. Just damaged, as you can tell. This is good to know as a benchmark for you guys watching what not to send in if you're trying to get it for, you know, high grades. This was someone's childhood collection, so I was just pleased to have the opportunity to grade them for them. Alright, next up. Here we go. Oh, this one's a really nice card. The Rockets Hitmonchan. The tiny little circle swirl happening over here, which you might not be able to see, but I can. Beautiful card. I think this was actually one of the better quality cards. Gets a nice, beautiful 7. Check it out. That's a great score for that one. Well done. Very nice. Alright, next up, we got like 30 cards to get through, guys, so it's a bit of a big one. Another good one, I'm fairly sure this was. There was a bit of scratches on the holo. I'm gonna go 6. 6 it is. So scratches on the holo is what grades surface badly. That's the thing with vintage cards, and these are definitely vintage. So that's from Fossil. Alright, here we go. Oh, this was a very nice one. We're getting all the good cards out. I'm a bit upset, but that's okay. Meowth Game Boy Black Star promo. I never even seen this card, even though it's an old school card. See how it says Game Boy, like GB? That's the card there. It's a promo from the Wizards of the Coast promos. Gets a 7. Beautiful. Mad card. Very nice. Very nice card. Alright, next up, it's another holo. It is another holo, and it's a Dark Slowbro. It's from the Team Rocket collection. Not first edition. Unlimited. And it gets a 7. This is good. This is a very good childhood collection submission. Very nice. Alright, next up we have... Oh, look at this one. This one is, again, I always let people know if you're grading cards like this, they're going to be low grades. This is a Polyrath. Everyone had this as a low grade card because it was in everyone's pocket basically. And it gets a 3. Still not horrible. Not horrible at all. That's 3 base set cards. Next up, Vaporeon. One of the most common holos from the jungle set is this Vaporeon holo. Gets a 6. Very nice. That's a mad grade. Very good grade, I reckon. Alright, next up, we have another beautiful one from Gym Heroes. Same set as the Rocket Hitmonchan. It gets a 6. A little bit rough there, I reckon. I mean, there are scratches on the surface. That's probably what brought it down. But honestly, that's what brought it down. There's a nick there and a little one there. But other than that, it would have been the surface that brought this down to a 6. Alright, I hope you guys are getting that nostalgic feel that I'm getting, because, oh yeah, I mean, here it is. Base set Charmeleon. It's a 5. It's a 5. Why? Yeah, a lot of widening down the side here. Corners. Little lift over here. A little lift up there. So that's a 5. There you go. And we have his cousin, the Charmander. Hopefully it gets a 5 also. It gets a 7. That's even better. We'll take the 7. Nice. Charmander. Very nice card. Now, for value, look, these cards aren't drastically expensive. Maybe the Rocket Hitmonchan is, and that Game Boy Meowth, sorry. Squirtle gets a 5. It's just nice to see these cards. I mean, they're more common than we think. Obviously, first editions are where the rarity stands, but it's nice to deal with someone and their childhood collection. And it's a 6 for the Wartortle. I was going through his binder and it was really funny, you know, like cards that we now would be like, well, sleeve it, top load it, anything like that. But it was just going through a ring binder, picking out what we thought was nice enough to grade, and that gets a 6 that I saw. Not bad. Oh, we got a Bulby. I think I already saw that. That's a 6 right there. So the 6 for the Bulbasaur and 6 on the Ivysaur, making it sequential, I'm fairly sure. Yes, it is. 85, 84. So that's not bad. It would have been nice to have Venusaur, Blastoise in there. Alright, another one. Oh, here we go. Beautiful Hitmonchan. Gets a 5. Again, scratches on the surface. Bring it down quite a bit. And then you got your little nicks on the side here. So there's that. Not bad. Ooh, this one's obviously going to be lower graded. Ninetales holo. Probably the most subtle holo from the base set. Gets a 4. Look, you beat the Machamp. That was nice. Alright, what's next? Raichu holographic. How you doing? It's a 4. We got 4 and 4 for the Ninetales and the Raichu. Where are all my people that love those low grade cards? Flareon holo. Very nice card. Very memorable card right here. Gets a 3. Why? I see surface scratches. Yeah, pretty banged up. There's a crease in here. I remember this one had the crease. Right through there, there's a crease. You might not be able to see, but creases are some of the worst things to get on your card, especially for grading. And I'm not a professional, guys. I've only done a few gradings myself, but it's pretty common sense to know that creases are no good. Chansey gets a 4 also. I mean, if you're chasing the whole 16 in a, PSA 4, we got a few here for you guys. And next up, we have the Zapdos, the famous Zapdos himself. This was such a good card growing up. Number 5, PSA 5. Not bad. Yeah, look at this one. It's got silvering through the whole card. Whole card. Can you see that, guys? That is like pretty banged up. Gyarados gets a PSA 5. Such a nice card. The Evolutions one is elite, if you ask me. But this one was also very nice. By the way, guys, I have a stall on Sunday. If you want to come down at the Melbourne Card Fair, come say hi and grab yourself some mystery boxes. This Pinsir Holo from the Jungle set gets a 4. Not bad, not bad. I love that the cards now, the slabs are starting with number 8. It's really nice. Mewtwo gets a PSA 4. A lot of 4s here. It's actually really cool for the set. Clefairy, let's go for a 4. Thought I'd never say it, but let's get a 4, and we get another 4. Very nice. Very nice. Got a few more submissions coming back. That's another Mewtwo there. Gets a 4. Put that with the other one. Sequential 4s for the Mewtwo. Alright, we've got 2 cards left, and then we can get into my tiny mail day. I'll tell you a story about that one shortly. Nidoking. This one was not bad. Gets a 5. Excellent is what they say. Excellent grade. And finally, last but not least, is going to be the Muck. The Muck from Fossil, and he gets a 4. Not bad, not bad. Alright guys, that was, like I said, a blast from the past. Heaps of base set cards, heaps of jungle cards, and a really cool opening of PSA cards. So let's get into this mail day and I'll tell you the story. So these 2 cards were won on eBay for $100 each, and I won it from JJ Collectibles, who was awesome via eBay. The item said delivered. Now, I wasn't home at the time, but my brother was, and he said, it's nowhere to be found. And I was really stressed out because I love these 2 cards. They're hard to find, and I really, really was shattered. So I said, look, I'll come have a look. Checked everywhere, garden, roof, anywhere. You never know where these guys are going to put them. And turns out that it was nowhere to be found. So I opened the case up, and the story goes that these 2 bad boys ended up at someone else's address. Ozpost was great for the first time ever. They did it like basically within 24 hours they found the cards. So I was really stoked. Imperial Card Grading they came from. So if you want to check out these guys, they're an Australian company of grading cards, and didn't know it came from them. So there you go. So both of these cards I won on eBay auctions. I wonder if they're sequential. They are sequential, which is nice. Always a nice little touch. And I'll show you one by one. Battle Styles Rapid Strike Urshifu. Look at that alternate art. Oh. It's a PSA 10, of course. I know what the grades are. Just trying to check you guys a little bit. Lovely to add. They're so hard to find in PSA 10s, and to pick them up for $100, even this bad boy is really nice. So this is the single strike Urshifu V, which is carrying a rock, and this was also a 10, and they will be going nicely into my alternate art set of 10s. So I'm really stoked to be having these in the collection. So how about that, guys? A whole video just based on card grading, which is awesome to do. And that's about it. Check it out. So how about that, guys? A whole video on card grading, nostalgic thrills, just like it says. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and for now, guys, happy collecting.